next guest was shot, was presumed dead, but she survived to share her story in her latest book. Joining us this morning is author of the book, Purpose Cannot Die. Her name is Tamara Davidson, and she's beside me. Good morning, welcome to Smile Jamaica.
Good morning, Neville. Thanks for having me.
Before I move, physically, you're 100 or no?
No, I'm not 100. I still have challenges with my right hand, and I still experience chronic back pain.
Okay. Mentally?
Mentally, I'm getting there.
All right.
I'm almost there.
So as not to ask you to tell the story, I'll tell the story quickly. This happened in 2013.
That's correct.
Some 3 people invaded your house, and you have no idea who these people are, right?
No, I don't.
Even to this day, you don't know who they are.
No, I don't.
Your fiancé is a police officer. He was shot and killed. You were shot in the neck and shot in the head.
Yes, I was shot in the neck. I received a C5, C6 spinal cord injury. The bullet lodged in my C5 vertebrae.
Where in the neck were you shot?
At the back.
Right.
Because we were placed on our tummies execution style. So I got the shot to my neck and another to the right side of my head.
But luckily that one just passed through.
Right, that one lodged, glazed to the side. The one in my neck lodged, but surgery was done and that was removed. So there's no bullet in me.
Your fiancé Jermaine, when did you find out that he had died?
Well, I kept asking for him while I was at hospital, but I kept hearing he's okay and I should focus on getting well.
They
didn't want me to know. And
that's Jermaine right there.
Shortly, probably a week or a week and a half after I had completed the surgery, then the chaplain told me that Jermaine fought a good fight. So there and then I knew he had passed.
That happened in 2013, but you recently wrote the book. You wrote the book this year.
That's correct.
Why you wanted to do it?
I wanted to honor Jermaine. Jermaine spared my life. During the final moments, he begged the shooters not to shoot me. He hugged me while I was there on the ground, and the bullet went through his hand before it went through my neck. So he actually saved my life while he was dying.
Purpose Cannot Die. Why that name?
Well, that name came about based on an interview I did with Patricia Daly on God's Scoop. We did an interview there, and the Holy Spirit, I think, revealed that to me. That was one of the first statements I said, purpose cannot die. And I realized that that was the title of that episode I did. And I said, this was it. That story, in less than 2 weeks, around 13,000 persons watched that, and I got feedback, and persons were inspired. So I knew this was the title for the book.
How close were you to God before the incident?
I was always a church girl from a child growing up. So I wasn't far from God.
But you got baptized after the incident.
But after the incident, I did recommit my life fully to God.
Yeah.
I got rebaptized. I commit myself. I got baptized at Brayton New Testament Church of God. So I thank God for that.
Yeah. In the book, you said God allowed this tragedy to happen.
That's the thing. Sometimes in life, God allows things to happen to us for us to prove Him, for us to really take Him out of that box and just to trust Him and trust the process.
Was there any time that you said, God, I want one? Why you make this happen?
Yes, definitely, of course. Initially, when I was at rehab, I said, God, why me? Why me? But persons came and they said, I know you're sitting there asking God, why you? But guess what? Ask God, why not you?
Yeah, yeah.
And that stood with me. And I said,
yeah.
This is the purpose.
It is strange because when I was reading the book, and it really took me around a bend, and I said how strong you are, because also in the book you said this book is a manifestation of God's goodness and glory. This book is akin to a seed coming from a dark tragedy. Some people wouldn't say anything like that, because this people will say, well, I mean, I understand why God made this happen to me, or
He does make, he tests us sometimes.
But you said this book is a manifestation of his goodness and glory.
Yes, there's goodness. There's goodness out of this.
You also said it took you 5 years to forgive those people who hurt you and killed your fiancé.
Yeah, that's right. It did took a while. Forgiveness is not easy.
What stage did you reach when you said, I can forgive them now?
That was the stage when I recommitted my life to God. And I said, in order for me to move forward, I have to forgive them, because I needed to be set free. Forgiveness is not about the murderers. What is about you getting a peace of mind.
You already said you have no idea who did this. But if you had a chance to say something to one of the persons who did this, do you have any idea what you would say?
The fact that I have reached that point to forgive them, I would just tell them, God is able. They just need to recommit their self, recommit their life, and trust God. What they did was wrong. I did nothing.
You also said flashbacks and nightmares have resulted in continuous anxiety and depression. Even now?
No, I think I've come a far way. It's not that bad now. I think I'm good.
You think you're good?
I think I'm good.
Are you good?
I'm good.
Where can we get the book?
At this point, it's only available on Amazon. It's in black and white. You have the colored and you have the hardcover. And you have the ebook Kindle.
Good to meet you.
Thank you.
It's I was going to say it is a great story. But it is a story that I think a lot of people need to hear. I can't imagine what you've gone through since 2013.
It has been a lot, but I really thank God for everyone. The medical team at Sir Golding, they worked with me. When I went to rehab, the only thing that was moving was my mouth and a little movement to my left leg. And they worked with me. I moved from the stretcher to the wheelchair to the cane, and now I'm walking independently.
And you had to learn to use your left hand because you're still having issues with your right hand.
I still have challenge with the right hand.
So you can write fully with your left hand, no?
I do everything with the left hand.
How difficult was that, though?
It took me a while to transition because I'm not used to it, but I'm getting there. I don't do much writing, I do a lot of typing, but I'm getting there.
Will you, as far as you know, get back full use of your right hand or no?
Well, at this moment, I just keep on remembering Philippians 1 verse 6. He who started a good work will complete it. So I'm expecting that God will heal me. Full.
Blessings and love.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming. She's the author of the book, Purpose Cannot Die, Tamara Davidson. All right, folks, we're going to go for a break, 10 minutes to your health. When we come back, Sim will have that on. Stay with us, please.